Alright, people, what's up, man? I'm here with Frenchie. What's up, Frenchie?
What's up, bro?
How you doing, man? Good to see you. Good to see you.
Yeah.
Alright, so the people want to know, man, first off, where you from, man?
Stone Mountain. I was born at West Paces Ferry Hospital, so that's in Atlanta. Raised in Stone Mountain, so that's my roots.
Did you have any post-education after high school?
Georgia State, that's actually a big part of my story as an individual and as an artist too, because I did a lot of stuff creatively for Georgia State. Like, I was pretty much the face of that university for like 2 or 3 years. I was writing songs for the school. I had this idea a while back. I wanted to make a beat and I wanted to write a verse and send it off to other artists to see if they could make something better than me. When I put the idea out, I saw the response. It was a lot of artists who was interested in doing that. So I was like, all right, maybe we can get a panel of judges to grade and see who actually won the competition. I wanted to make sure we knew a definite answer. So once I saw the involvement and judges were stepping up and wanted to get involved, that's how it got started off. It's an ongoing competition. I plan on managing it for the rest of my life. Each round, up to 20 artists can compete on one instrumental. So I feature one producer per round. At the beginning of the round, the standard, which is the champion from the previous round, they open up the round with their song. And it's up to the other 19 artists in the field to write something better than them, and of course better than each other, because everybody's competing against each other. And then at the end of the round, I have a panel of 7 judges who grade each artist, each song in 4 categories. You have content, vocal delivery, originality, and entertainment. And based on whoever gets the most consistent high scores in those categories, that determines who wins that round. So a lot of people, they ask me, where do you manage the standard? How do you get all the artists together? Where's the venue? Everything on the standard is managed online. So basically I'm gonna take y'all on a tour of what I do with the standard. When you click on the standard group page, first thing you're gonna see is the banner at the top. Whatever you see at the top, that is the artist who won the last round. That's the standard champion, and that's one of the rewards for winning is you get your customized photo at the top of the page. As you scroll down, you go to the About section, you can see a summary of how the competition works. I know a lot of people don't read this because the first thing it says is no promoting on the page, and a lot of people promote on the page. Make sure you click on the different links and read about what the page is about, because this isn't a typical Facebook page. I manage it very seriously. I want people to understand the culture of the page. It's a no promoting page. It's interaction first. I want people talking about the competition. I want people to talk about music. I just don't want people coming and promoting. So that's the main page. If you click on the files section of the page, you'll see all the documents that I manage that help me run the standard. This is everything you need to know about the competition. So if y'all come to me with questions, really all your questions can be answered if you click on the file section and read all these documents. If you join the page as an audience member, I account for you too. Like, I add your name to the audience member document because I think the audience is important to the page too. A lot of people think it's all about the artist, but it's very important that we have interactive people on the page who have an opinion on what people are posting. That's what makes the page fun, and that's what makes it beneficial. That's how people meet each other. It opens up different networking opportunities for people. Photos section, of course, you're gonna see pictures that people upload to the standard. I run the standard like an actual office building, but my building is Facebook. So I have different departments. I have different group pages where I manage different things. So you got the main page, which is what y'all see. I have a growth department page. Those are the people that help me recruit more people into the standard. So if you wanted to help me bring more people, you would join the growth department. I set a weekly recruiting goal. I post that at the top of that page, and we all work towards that. And I have a page for the producers. A lot of times the producers don't get the respect they deserve, and it's important that I expose them too. This is where I post all the champions on the Standards Elite playlist. This is where you're gonna get your lifetime of free exposure. Once you win a round or once you produce a round, you are forever part of this playlist, and I'm able to share these songs with people, promote you, and you're forever part of the history of the standard. I would say the biggest reward that anybody can get from just being involved in the standard is the exposure. You're not gonna get this many people who actually care about what you're doing as an independent artist. That's really what I wanted to offer people, is that exposure and those real eyes, those real listens, and real feedback on what you're doing. So you get that reward whether you win or not. Now if you win, you get free services, free products, and you can also win money if you put up money into the money pot.
Is there any particular artist that you want to give a shout out to that's been showing the most support, that's donating every time you ask for money, that's not bitter about when they lose, and just supportive? Is there anybody that you want to give a shout out to right now?
Man, there's so many artists in the standard that I can give thanks to. First and foremost, I have to give thanks to Taiwan Makaido. You know who that is?
I haven't. I just entered the standard, so I'm not familiar. I'm learning everybody's name.
It doesn't ring any bells.
I get out there.
Taiwan Makaido is the first artist to ever win the standard. And not only was he the first person to win, and he actually beat me. So that's saying something. Now, that's big to beat the person that created the competition. Yeah. And I have a network of people who love me already, and he beat me. So
you beat
if anybody think this competition is biased, that should show you I've been beaten. Who's more popular in the standard than me?
Right. I got you.
So it's not a popularity contest. So he was the first artist to really buy into the vision, and that was when the idea was a baby. It wasn't even 50 people on the page. When I pitched the idea to him, he immediately saw it. He saw the greatness in it, so he got involved in actually bringing other artists into the competition, and anybody he knew, he was bringing them in. I gotta show love to Gooski. I went to school with him. He was the second person to win the competition. King Mike, he was the first artist to win 3 straight rounds. He's the first diamond of the competition. All right, so the diamond round is like, if you want to compare it to anything, you can compare it to the Super Bowl, to the NBA Finals, or I like to call it like the Masters. Like in golf, when you win the Masters and you win that green jacket and you have this high status, that's what the diamond round is. It happens every 10 rounds. So round 10, 20, 30, so on and so forth. Those are the diamond rounds. And they consist of all the elite artists from the standard, from the current deck. And a deck is basically a 10-round period. So round 1 through 10 is the first deck. So round 10 was the first diamond round, and you had all the champs from rounds 1 through 9 competing, plus 2 wild cards. I'm always a wild card, and then you have an artist who has the highest point total from that deck who didn't win a round. They get to compete. So those artists compete, and whoever wins that becomes the diamond, and it's a way bigger round. I have more sponsors involved in that round. The rewards are bigger.
All right, so Frenchie, tell me, what's the ultimate goal of the standard? Where are you trying to take this one day? And is this something that you're going to dedicate the rest of your life to?
This is definitely a lifetime commitment for me. And I make that well known to anybody I talk to. I let them know this competition ain't going nowhere. I want this to be a big part of my legacy that I leave behind on this earth. When I leave, I think like that. Like anything I do, I'm thinking about how it's going to be received and how it's going to affect people when I'm gone. Initially, it didn't start off like a big idea like that. I'm not going to lie and say I just came up with it and it was from the jump this biggest idea, but that's not how ideas work. They progress, they evolve over time. So initially, the goal was to challenge other artists. It was real simple. I'm competitive. I'm confident in what I do, so I wanted to put my talent out and test other artists. I wanted to really see, because I'm done with college, I'm trying to figure out my career path. Let me shake some stuff up in music. This is what I want to do. So I want to shake some stuff up. I feel like I'm better than y'all, so show me why you better than me. That was the mind frame, that's the mindset, and that's the culture you see in the standard. So my ultimate goal now that I see the effect it's having, and now that I have a system in place where I know I can help people, my goal is to completely change online music culture in specific, because everybody's on the internet every day, and I know that. They're online, they're looking, they're sharing links, and what I know about music culture is that it's more promotion, but it's really not a lot of support. It's not a lot of real interaction, not a lot of real feedback. When, as an artist, I know what it's like to put out a song and not get that feedback.
Yeah, I've been there. That's you're accurate.
So that to me has become the most important thing to me. Not even like who wins and all that. It's really about giving every artist who competes, I want them to feel like they matter. Like your music matters, and you can do whatever you want to do, and you're gonna get this honesty, this truth about your music, because people might get some feedback on their music away from the standard, but it's not always honest. Like people beat around the bush, or they got their supporters around them that only tell them good stuff, and that's why you get a lot of artists who come to the standard and they can't deal with the truth because they haven't heard it.
Before.
So anybody who says anything negative, they think that's a hater, but that's what I'm trying to change. I'm trying to change that mentality of an artist and really give people a fair platform to be heard. but I want to change music culture. And when you change music culture, you change human behavior and human interaction, because music is a part of everybody's life.
Absolutely.
It's not just artists I'm involving. I'm involving anybody who loves music, and who doesn't love music.
So in closing, is there anything you want to say out there to the new members that just signed up and don't really know what they're getting involved in?
My advice would be just stay open to the idea. Like, it's gonna be times in the standard where you feel like it's unfair. You're gonna feel like you're not being acknowledged, or you're being hated on. Be open to the page and understand it's really deeper than music.
That's pretty much it, man. It's McKinzie ENT, Frenchie. Y'all check out the standard, man.
Appreciate it, man.